Okay, let's high roll. So I roll a 13, go for it.
Okay.
You roll 17, so
okay.
you choose to go first or second, then we draw 5 cards.
I am going to try first.
Yep, first is generally the way, so we draw 5 or 5.
Okay.
And then we mulligan if we want to. I'll keep this.
Yeah, I think I will keep this as well.
Cool. So draw 1 for turn, and then I'll let you think and play out. But yeah, so I haven't made content for a while, but not like I ever promised anything. But I'm playing with my friend Gareth, and these are 2 demo decks, basically, that I've made, and they've been a bit of a pet project for like the last 12 months of having friendlier pauper sort of rarity decks. So mostly commons and rares with some heroes, and there's 1 legend in this deck, but that are just a lot lower speed, but can contain a lot of game components apart from LB. And yeah, just kind of showcasing some changes, and maybe it's worthwhile doing. But yeah, go for it, Gareth, and plonk a backup down if you've got one.
Yep, I think I am going to discard. I kind of want to keep that one, but I'm going to have to. I will discard Monk to generate 2 CP. To, funnily enough, play Monk.
Yes, and you do have monks that recycle from Break Zone, so know that for later, which is nice.
That's good to know.
Yep.
And I will pass there.
Cool. And Gareth, or IlixxieGames, I'll put his stuff in the description, is sort of new to Final Fantasy TCG, like what, 6 months probably of actually playing?
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's kind of like, I've played this deck with him a few times, but he hasn't played this revision of it. And I think this definitely serves its purpose as a deck, as a demo product, because the actual TCG demo product is a little bit challenging as in it's challenging to demo with because it's not very good. So, yeah. Right, we are going to, for myself, so I've drawn 2, we're going to discard... Oh, I don't want to discard her, but I have to. No, we discard this Dragoon to play this Dragoon. It does have an ETB, but it's not going to do anything, so choose 1 forward, it gains first strike until the end of the... And 3k plus first strike to the end of the turn. Over to you, 5 in hand, because I'm not in any rush. Cool. So draw 2, reactivate.
All right, then.
The idea of these decks is to give new players an idea of all of the interaction in the game, but not overload them with meta power or card prices and things like that. And it's seen a lot. I think I've had at least 5 to 10 people converted to the TCG in the last 6 months with this, which has been nice. So hopefully you've got a 3 CP backup, so you can do it for Monk. And if you don't, it's not the end of the world, because you might use that odd number for something else.
I am gonna go dull for 1, and I'm going to discard a 2 Monk.
Yeah. So 3 CP.
Another Monk.
There's the Recycler Monk, so when it enters the field, you may choose a Monk from your Break Zone, job or card name Monk, and add it to your hand.
And I will actually bring back the 5.
That blank text Monk is just like padding and filler, because the Earth deck needed weakening, so
that makes sense.
Yep.
I think because I'm so used to playing fast, it feels weird, but I'm going to leave it there.
Yes, because you won't really find things you can do until I've got stuff on the field, generally. Yeah. What I'll say to you whilst I'm playing as well is read this backups text, because this has interaction. Because remember I was saying to you in the last game about open backups mean interaction. So I'll draw 2.
Okay.
And you read that, so you kind of go, oh, untap. But I'm no major expert. I just enjoy card games and teaching friends and playing with friends, so that's what this kind of content's for, is to show there's other ways to play the game, there's other ways to enjoy something. I'm a big believer in you can enjoy games without being uber good and winning everything. I went to an event recently and lost everything, so top 5 cards and a lightning card, and I lost every single match for the entire weekend and actually still had a really good time somehow. It was a minor miracle, but so I think we will add this Dragoon, because Dragoons are mildly hasty. That means I can get a nice haste maybe next turn, put those to the bottom of deck. I am going, and I have actually got 6 in hand, which kind of sucks. Because we're not in that territory, I'm going to discard Freya to play Aranea. When she enters the field, I'm going to reveal the top card of the deck. If it's lightning, add it to hand.
Okay.
I just cycled. No, I've got 5 cards in hand now, so that's fine. Over to you.
Okay. I will draw 2, and then activate. Okay. kind of don't want to put anything down just yet.
And if you've not noticed already, we've got Dragoons versus Monks. I was provided these pauper lists from a friend it must have been like 12 months ago, and I've been tweaking them ever since, like basically trying to neuter them down rather than make them more meta. And they're still actually very similar. It's more adding in components that wouldn't be traditional. So both of these decks run monsters in them. They both run 2 monsters. So Gareth's deck, the Monks, runs 2 copies of Opus 19 Behemoth, and mine runs Opus, I think it's 16, I'm not sure, but Trapdoor, just to teach how monsters work as forwards, which is quite nice.
Okay, I am going to dull and dull for CP, and then I am going to discard, so I've got 4 CP total.
Yep.
To play Sid.
Good, yep.
When Sid enters the field, it is reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and add 1 Earth character to your hand, and the rest go to the bottom of the deck.
Correct.
So you got 1, 2, 3.
So
4.
you can only add these 2 because summons are not characters.
Makes sense. All things considered then.
So your choice really would be Tyro if you don't have a backup to play next turn, because Tyro searches literally any forward, because like we said, you're not in a rush.
Yeah.
Or Matt if you have got really good Monk synergy in hand, because you can do things like Yang, play Matt for free. So it's kind of, those are the ways I would interpret those choices.
Considering what is in my hand already, I am going to go for Matt.
Yeah, which telegraphs to me that you've possibly got but you need to be at damage 1. That's important to remember. You need to be, that's fine.
So then they go to the bottom.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in hand.
And for both of these decks, it's good for a player like Gareth, who is used to playing very fast, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, because it's teaching that there is no rush. You ramp your backups down. The only damage that matters is the last one, mostly. And Monks is definitely a bit of a change of pace because it's more on the back foot. But in testing, Dragoons has struggled to beat Monks a lot, but it's possible. Feel free to play while I'm talking, by the way. You don't have to.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I want to play.
How many have you got? 6
in hand.
Yeah, so really, if you can put something, it's a tricky one of like, that's just a sequencing problem of not seeing ahead that you would have had 6.
Yeah.
But LB might have fixed this, but if not, it's just put down the smallest thing possible. If there's a 2 CP, just,
I'm going to have to go for the 3.
Or if you do have a way of killing RNA, you might as well try and get value out of it. But using as few cards as possible, I would say, just because you want to keep your hand size up.
Unfortunately, it's going to require quite a bit to do anything, unfortunately, so that is what it is.
If you really do think discarding is just the best way to preserve your hand, it's just a friendly, so if you really do want to just discard.
I think I am just going to have to discard 1 instead.
I mean, you can get it back if you get.
You
can recycle Monks anyway. So yeah, I mean, because that would have cost. Yeah, because that would have cost 3. So odd. Yeah, I see your problem. Yeah, okay. So we activate draw 2. So maybe we'll speed up a smidge. So where am I? We're going to go 1 and 3. To play King of Bermesia to search for a job Dragoon or card named Dragoon forward. This card had an errata. It used to be just any Dragoon, so it could search backups, which was just mental.
Wow.
So in this particular deck. So the good thing is we're going to search for. I need to just check my hand quickly. So we've got 1. Okay, we've got 1 and then 2. So unfortunately, not going to get that off, which isn't a problem. We'll search for this Dragoon because it's bad. It's got haste, but it says that if I pay with 3 different elements, I can choose a forward and break it, which this deck just doesn't. It's just a Dragoon for Dragoon things. So, and then we will go 1. We've got other copies of that, so I am tempted to get rid. Actually, we'll go through. We'll discard the bad Dragoon because we're going to then play this Dragoon. When it enters the field, I can reveal any number of Dragoons to you, and I get effects based off of what they do. So I will reveal this Dragoon, Barbara, but she's a Dragoon, which means that this Dragoon gets haste. So demoing that this is an angry, fast element. So I'm going to go to combat. I'm then going to swing with Aranea because she doesn't have summoning sickness. Monk, and I'm going to swing with this Dragoon.
And no EX first.
That's fine. Earth is a very low EX count deck. This is quite high, not high EX count, but potent. This is break stuff every time. So I'm going to pass with 4 in hand.
Okay. Right. So I will 1, 2, straighten that, and activate.
And these are good both as mono decks as well, which is nice. Mono is the easiest way to learn the game. And once you've learned with mono decks, or you've learned to play certain types of cards, you can play like every card. You know how dark cards work. You know how LB works. If you play with a basic deck like this.
I'm going to start off by dialing 3 and discarding Tyro.
For Tyro. Tyro reception, that's fine. Yep, search for any forward. The cool thing about Tyro, not really in this deck, is that he can make CP of any colour, which is pretty cute for other decks. And this is why Earth is most commonly known as like a rainbow archetype, because it can play every single colour. I'd say that Tyro, all of your backups have actually got good abilities on the stack as well. See, now you're at damage 1, and you did or do have a mat in hand. This is like a good like cyan moment, or it might be there's a monk in there that power trades on entry, so it makes 2 forwards deal their power to each other. So it depends if you want to get some forwards back in response with cyan, or if you just want to kill a thing. There is Genova Synthesis for a board wipe, but you're only on 4 backups, so that won't work.
Yeah.
I'd probably say cyan, knowing you have mat in hand. Because I attack you for 2 more things next turn for damage 4, which starts to get squeaky bum time, but you don't mind, and then you put up a wall and I have something to destroy.
All things considered, then, considering what you're telling me, you are getting some public knowledge, I think.
Well, I know about Matt anyway. Matt's the public knowledge I know about.
All things considered, I think then I'm actually going to go for Sophie.
Okay, going for Sophie, that's fine. Yeah, which again, I know the decks anyway, so it tells me what you have. But the lovely thing with these decks is, it's not like I've got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Ash Blossom.
Yeah.
I just know what's coming and have to like be resourceful. And generally in demo play, I might I'm not holding back with these at all, but normally in demo play, I like hold back or whatever. So, yeah, Sophie, cool. So you search for Sophie. You still have stuff to do this turn.
So I will discard Monk to get 2 to play Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I cast a cost of 5 or more, I don't want to do that.
You've only got
just
2
yet.
monks right now.
So I think I'm actually gonna go for 1 more backup. Potentially. Yeah. So I will discard another monk to play monk. So I've got 1 more.
Okay.
You can't do anything.
One thing I might advise here is that you have played Sophie and correct, you're like, I can't do anything with her right now, I'll wait till next turn. If you're not intending to, if attacking doesn't matter, don't leave her vulnerable.
Okay.
You're leaving her, so what did you pay for Sophie with? Was it backups or was it discarding?
It was discarding that.
I would potentially, because then if you think about if you have the second piece, you play Sophie, then play the second piece, then kill.
Okay.
And Sophie isn't in danger because I might kill her next turn.
Okay.
It's taking you 1 summon to just blow her up, unless you've got a way of protecting her next turn and you're baiting me.
Okay, that makes sense. So actually then what would have been better
Feel free to adjust.
if I discarded it.
Yeah, so pick up things.
So that's where I was.
And Sophie as well, because you picked up the card you paid for with Sophie.
So...
Because that's your nervousness of not wanting to hit more damage.
Yeah.
But damage 4 is okay. I might get damage 5, but...
Okay, I will...
I'm telegraphing that I can kill Sophie.
Yeah, you are. Fair. In that case, I will probably get rid of the backup then. First, to go for Sophie.
No, because you're leaving her vulnerable again.
Because then when I cast something...
Oh, are you going to use her now?
Yeah.
I was saying go a turn slower.
Oh, okay.
Do the backup, correct, because you've now got a board wipe live, but save the Sophie Monk play for the next turn, if possible.
Okay, so
I might be wrong, and unless
in that case we would go that way and keep Sophie.
and then pass, because then I swing into you for damage for maybe 5, and then you've got free real estate for Sophie next turn.
Okay, makes sense.
And if you draw to Nova Synthesis or you have it in hand, you've also got an 8k board wipe life.
Okay, that makes sense.
So A will be rewarded, hopefully. I hope now. Cool. So you've got 5 in hand?
Yep.
And that's how Earth generally plays, is steady and sturdy as possible, taking damage, maintaining hand size.
Okay.
And then when I get you to like this damage 5 brink and you see me going a bit wider, you go, haha, board wipe, and you start to control the game a little bit. So is generally how I've experienced Earth, but not always correct.
Definitely a good thing for me to try.
Yes, we'll see how it works, and you might be like, that was terrible. I got coached into losing. So we'll go 1-2, discard King of Bermesia to play Reeve. When Reeve enters the field, look at the top 3 cards of my deck, add 1 card amongst them to my hand. We'll go for this Dragoon again, because he's a hasty boy, if I want him to be hasty. Probably, because Dragoons are generally fast and fragile, because of the 7k, which can be killed relatively easily, especially because Sophie, and I'm sort of playing mildly ignorantly, not knowing you had Sophie, because she was public knowledge on the search.
Yeah.
But theoretically, I wouldn't know what follow-up you have and stuff.
Fair.
So, what we will do is then go, 1. I don't have this live yet. We'll then play this Dragoon. We will reveal a Dragoon to you. It's got haste. And I'm going to go Glass Cannon again, so we're going to swing on Aranea. Oh no, swing on Dragoon. That's okay, because you've got ways to control now.
Oh wow.
Come on, please, shuffling, please. Oh, that's a 2-of in the deck.
Oh wow.
So that's fine. Swing
is
on
what
the
it is.
It is what it is. And you've got another one of those in deck, so that's fine. Let's see if you can control it out now. So yeah, I'm going to pass with 3 in hand.
Okay.
The 2-of for Genova Synthesis was one of the neuters. It's just a shame about the shuffling.
Yeah.
Reactivate your stuff, but now you're going to start being able to put up your own wall. And I'm now 3 in hand, and you're 5 in hand with 5 open backups, so you can see how you're able to cope with pressure a bit better now.
Makes sense.
So keep it efficient.
Okay. Well then.
The build markets, you get a free card
Okay.
40 cards and then some.
That's interesting.
So you get an automatic deck that'll have a flavor there and then some boosters.
Why? Okay, so why not? This is where my speed brain is going, but we'll see how this turns out, because it'll be interesting to try and see how brain handles this. So I'm going to discard Carbuncle first for 2, so I can play Sophie.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go 3. Those. These are these 3 that I want to do. Let me just check the effects first. It's fine. And keep that one.
Nice. Yeah. I think, those 2 monks that are active are like pretty key to keep if you are thinking of control.
I would say
Tyro will matter. Tyro is also live right now.
Yeah.
Depends on.
I think for now I'm going to stick with these 2.
Keeping them up, sure.
Yeah.
So you're paying 3.
Paying 3 to play Yang.
Yeah, so because you're on damage 1, when Yang enters the field.
I can play 1 job monk or card name monk from my deck, from my hand onto the field.
Yeah,
and then damage
which is
3.
All of your monks gain 1k and brave.
That is correct.
So we'll give you a little 1k counter for me to remember, and play a monk from your hand.
So
play is not cast, by the way. No, so you play that one, which is the okay, cool. I thought you played Matt. Did you get rid of Matt? I can't remember.
Nope, I did not.
Matt searches a card on entry, so it's a nice little card search thing. But do that. So power trade on entry.
Yep. So, and nothing is 5 or more. So that's why I know Matt would have worked well with that. But
so Matt wouldn't have worked because Matt said Sophie says when you cast a character.
Oh yes.
Playing and casting are different
things. Yes.
but it might have been, so a route here, which we can try, is if you go Yang to play Matt searches the cost reduction monk,
Okay.
and then you can play the cost reduction monk to trigger Sophie.
Okay, so you go. So Matt will win that.
And because he's the highest cost card you can't reduce, cheating him with Yang is the biggest value.
That makes sense. Okay. So then,
And I now can't dull your monks with abilities or summons because of Matt's text.
so
If a card gets a card, it's a good value play. And that can be interpreted in many ways as if I play a card and draw a card, I play a card and search for a card. If I play a card and destroy a card, like that's the essence of playing with efficiency. I think it's 5 CP, so unless you've put them all into the break zone already.
Reduced by 1 for each month. There you go.
There you go, there he is.
Monk.
Yep, and you now control 1, 2, 3, 4 monks, so he only costs 1 CP to play. And I don't think it can't become 0 anyway. So yeah, that's now a 1 CP killer thing.
So then I would just go.
At this point, you've lost your backup utility, unless you pay unevenly for whatever you leave remaining.
Well, I might as well just go because they're gonna. So that one will just deal 3,000. That deals 3,000 for each job monk, which is actually really good.
The other one makes 2 things spike.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like I might. All things considered, actually that actually is more destructive overall.
So keep that one active and double the other one then.
And then I would
play that monk. That when that monk enters, we trigger Sophie.
So
Sophie gets to deal her damage, her power to one of my forwards, but because she's doing it via her own ability, it doubles. So you deal 10k to something I control.
And I might as well just go for that Dragoon.
Yep, and now you see how the tide has completely turned. Of you've got 4 things, I've got 2, and you've still got 3 cards in hand, or 2?
2 cards in hand.
2 cards in hand, but you've got 4 forwards.
Yep.
You know, like massive tide control. Cool. But you play them all this turn, so you can't swing.
Correct. So I pass to you.
Cool. And all of your monks are boosted, so basically everything but Sophie is boosted, and I'm now having to play defensively. So although you got nervous at damage 5, I now can't hit you anymore, so your patience has paid off. And you can start maybe chipping at me with 1 attack at a time, or making me sack my stuff by attacking.
Yeah.
But I will probably do the same as you and take some damage to start with, because my deck would like that. So yeah, we need that definitely. I do have plays in hand, but let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. To go for Barbara. The job Dragoons and card name Dragoons I control gain haste. I can pay 1 CP and choose a job Dragoon or card name Dragoon other than Barbara. It gains 1,000 power till the end of the turn. So I could you attack.
Yeah.
I go pay 1, pay 2, do this twice.
Okay.
For example. Then, so the problem is Yang is 8k right now. So because I have played this is the back and forth, because I have played a lightning card this turn, Ramu becomes free, so I'm going to cast Ramu to do 8,000 damage to Yang.
Okay, so I have a question here.
Mm-hmm.
Health and power are different, correct?
So power is that number is known as power. Officially, there is no other way of translating this number.
Okay.
But what it is in reality is like a magic card or Hearthstone, where it's got an attack value and a defense value.
Yeah.
So 7,000 is both. If, for example, if I reduce Yang's power by 7,000, it takes his attack and his health down.
Okay.
If I deal damage to Yang, it only reduces his defense.
Okay.
So
if I were to, at this point in time, for example, increase his power, would he survive?
So right now he's 8,000, I'm dealing 8. So yes, if you increase him even by 1, he'll have 1,000 health technically left, if you want to think of it that way, at the end of the stack.
Okay, well in that case, what I will do is I will pay 1 to attempt to activate Carbuncle.
Yeah, I have no responses, so Carbuncle does...
All forwards I control gain 2,000 power until the end of the turn.
Correct, yeah, and I think there's a second bit.
Yeah, because all of my backups are Earth, I get to draw a card.
Yes. Yeah, see, this deck doesn't have much in terms of card draw, which is something I need to think about for lightning. But yeah, it's a really good control measure, and you still got a card in hand. And I. So Matt is currently 9k, and that is marginally scary for me. We will pass turn there. 2 cards in hand, 2 open backups.
Okay, I will draw 2, activate all if I can. Okay, what have we got? That's just funny. I guess first I will go 1 and discard. So I've got 3 to play. I have to make some room here. Another monk. When monk enters the field, choose 1 job monk or card name monk I control and 1 forward your opponent controls, and they deal damage to each other based on power. So I am going to choose Matt.
Yep.
And probably Barbara.
Yeah, because Barbara can't boost herself, so yeah, I'm going to have to take the sacrifice on that one.
Okay.
Interested as to why you didn't use all of your backups for that. I suppose you're being efficient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's also a card in here that I think is just going to be fun to play, even though it's not particularly
But you need more backups, cool.
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Oh, I see, yeah, you might be doing one of my new editions, and call that card if it's the one I'm thinking of. It's like a win more card. If you feel like you're already in an advantage position to just do it to pile more pressure on. Yeah, sure, so you've done that. Anything else? Any swings, any... And they're all brave as well, so they don't dull when you attack. And this is kind of like a...
I mean, so we've got, what, 9?
Yeah. Everything but Sophie is boosted.
Although he's already taken damage, so I don't want to use him.
Correct. Yeah, not a bad shout.
So I guess I will go...
Those two are... They're not hasty because they came in this turn, question mark?
He came in
Oh,
this
that
turn.
one. This one didn't, yeah. So you can swing with that one.
So I will swing with Monk with 9k.
9k damage. X-Burst, search for a job Dragoon. This deck has a very potent X-Burst, and some of them just say break the thing. We'll go for this Dragoon. He's going to cause you problems.
Okay.
You'll see in a minute if I get to play him. Cool. That's that attack turn.
Okay. And then, yeah, I might as well. Because it's 7k. Yeah, I can go with Yang. So I'll go with Yang, who's at 8 at the moment.
So Yang doesn't. So monks, they don't dull because they have.
Oh yeah, that's true. They don't dull, do they?
So on the attack swing, I'm going to declare this Dragoon. Oh yeah, I don't have Sophie anymore. I just had a moment where I was like, haha, Barbara.
Yeah.
I was like, no wait, I don't have Barbara. I can still do things, but is it worth it? No, it's not worth the sacking. Sure. So Yang's doing 8k. We lose that. Sure.
Okay.
Because technically you've got no consequences because they're brave, so you can just like swing with stuff. Matt's the only one that hasn't swung yet.
Because he's also taken damage, so I will not go with Matt.
Yeah, which is probably wise if I've got any other stuff. So yeah, sure, you've got those passing.
Yep.
Okay.
2 in hand.
Yep.
4 open.
I will say I think Matt it was a correct decision not to attack with Matt, so that's fine. Okay, so 1, 2. To play Dragoon. This Dragoon becomes 2,000 bigger for every other job or card name Dragoon I control. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is getting an 8k boost right now.
That's 13.
So it's currently 13k when I can find 8 on this dice.
Okay.
So 8k boost. And then, because I need to... Problem is I give you things to just remove and deal with, but I think we're okay with 4 in hand right now. Yeah, 4 in hand, that's fine. Over to you.
Okay. So I will draw 1 and 2, activate. Okay. Okay, that works then. I'll do that for now. So I'm going to dull for 1 to play Behemoth. Click there.
Yeah.
And then when it comes into field, I can pay 1, which I'll do from Sid.
Yep.
And I will choose that Dragoon.
Cool, I'll put this dice in it so I remember it can't attack or block until the end of my turn, which is massive.
Then I think I will keep these in hand for now. And I will go to combat.
Do you know about the summoning sickness on this before we go any further?
Please check.
So you can pay 1 CP now to turn it into a monster as like an action ability. Monsters that can be forwards, the forward things it can do have summoning sickness.
Okay.
The monster things it can do don't. Because some cards might have a dull as a part of their
as part of their forward.
as a part of their monster or forward text. But it's important. I think that's right. I might be corrected. But basically, your only advantage in this summoning sickness state that it has is that next turn it will still be when it transfers to my turn, it will still be sick, but you can still animate it and block with it.
Okay.
By paying CP, so that's its usefulness right now. But if you animated it now, it couldn't swing.
That makes sense.
So yeah.
Okay. So these are all up by 1 anyway. That can't do anything at the moment, so I will go with Monk first for 9k.
9k Monk damage. Pray for EX. Come on. Oh no, that's my dark card. She's good. A little would have been nice.
And then another 9.
Okay, damage 4, praying on. Okay, we're low rolling EXs apparently. Love that for me.
And then that'll be an 8.
Don't like it, but fine, we'll go to damage 5. I have to. Fine, but damage 5 helps this deck, so that's fine.
Do I want to risk you breaking one of these? Probably not. So I will leave it there and pass to you.
Cool.
3 in hand.
I'll leave the red dice on because I still can't attack. Okay, we drew some cardboard that does things and also stuff. Right. We're going to go 1 and 2 to play this backup Dragoon. Doesn't do anything, has a dull ability. And then... okay. I didn't want to play that backup, but I think I just need to this at the moment. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 total to play this Dragoon. When it enters the field, I choose a forward. Until the end of the turn, it loses 3,000 power for every job or card named Dragoon I control. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21,000 power reduction to a forward of my choosing.
Wow.
It will be. The problem is, if you've drawn into a second Yang, I am just absolutely boned. But it kind of has to be Yang. So yeah, we
Which one Yang just dies?
Yes, because now everything loses power.
Yep.
So we put that here. And then we. So you have got 2 8s, a 7, a 5, and a 6. So I can't attack with this anyway. Not actually even in a good attacking position, so I'm going to pass with 2 in hand.
Okay.
And watch him play Yang again.
Okay, so you'll be glad to know that you are not quite correct.
Cool, no Yang, thank God. It's the risk you have to take. Schrodinger's Yang.
So it's any character of cost 5. Interesting. That's a fun play. Okay. This is going to be interesting. This is probably a bad play, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I'll try not to coach you out of too many things because you've got into a good position.
This will be fun more than anything. So I'm going to go for 5, funnily enough.
He's playing Van.
I am playing Van.
Judge, he's vanning. Okay.
Play Van. Obviously, that is a 5. So Sophie basically gets
Oh, I didn't actually think about that when building this. I forgot that it was a Sophie trigger. Okay, yeah, go for it. Sophie killing
now. That's the
10k,
thing.
yeah.
It's 10k.
And this is now bigger because I control two. This is now, let's just check, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's a 12k boost. It's on 17k.
So it's on 17 at the moment.
And if you kill other things, it reduces its power. Oh, and this can attack now. So
Except that I have to basically choose one thing.
choose one thing and 10k it. Yes.
Yeah. So what might surprise you then is I'm going to.
Oh, I just realised a thing on Aranea as well. This might be important because even I've forgotten. I'm at damage 3. Aranea gives my other Dragoon forwards 2k power boost.
Okay, so it's on.
If you kill Aranea, everything loses 2k. But it's just I didn't realise that as a damage 3 trigger, she never stays out this long. So
Okay.
that might change your priority on what you do.
But then that has two extra as well.
Yeah, this is everything because anyway, it's
That's now at 14?
40 and 19,000 total.
19. Okay, well that does change things a little bit.
Yeah, feel free to take the playback or
No,
I
I'll still
I
go
forgot
with
about the Aranea boost.
It does change how I'm going to do things a little bit. Huh. Okay. In that case, I will do 10k to Aranea.
Yep, so everything loses 2k.
Okay.
And then this Dragoon loses 2,000 health, so it's now on 15,000. Because killing Aranea reduces by 4k, which is pretty big.
Oh, and I don't really want to attack at the moment. I think I have to. Ooh. Huh. Do I go that far? I can't. I will leave it there for now.
Sure.
I'm going to have to.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, this is where cards like Van. So the idea of putting in Van and Illa in these was to show about light and dark cards, just to give everybody a flavour of what they were. And Earth didn't really need like a light or dark card, but it was just like having one that didn't break it. But I didn't even think about the Sophie synergy, so it's kind of funny.
I'm glad I could help.
No, yeah. So it's the other card was like I think Opus 15 Lena, who like on entry she gains counters equal to your backups, and you can basically burn. Say I burn 3 of those counters, I can resurrect 3 cost.
Okay.
And it's far too powerful. Like, just resurrect Yang. Or just add Yang back. One of the two, like, great. Okay, we didn't draw a card I wanted to draw. I can't remember if I've drawn this turn. I think I have, so we'll go with that, because otherwise I've got too many cards. Right. Oh yeah, I can use that card to get that. That's quite cute. We're going to dull and put this Dragoon in the break zone. Just choose one job or card named Dragoon in my break zone and add it to hand. We are going to add Freya.
Okay.
Telegraphing!
Yeah.
Just need to check. Yeah, that might be the only time Dragoons might win, which might be nice, but we'll see. We then go 1, 2... No, 1, 3 for Freya. She has haste. I need to check because I always miscalculate her cost. Yeah, and then we will discard card name. I just need to check now. So 2 each job Dragoon you control. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12k, yeah. So yeah, we pay 1, we pay 2, we discard a Freya, and we cherry blossom. So we deal 2,000 damage for every Dragoon I control to your entire board. So that is 12,000 across the board.
You know what?
It's a shame you've lost your Genovas because
In response,
oh yeah, you can still save stuff. Or is it all of them? Carbuncle's all of them, isn't it? I think.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard for 4 to play Titan and give all forwards I control 5,000 power.
So Sophie still dies.
Yeah.
Because she's
Because he's only 10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So and this monk dies.
Yeah.
Nice. I did not even. That's a nice. I don't know, I'm still happy. This is because I'm making you spend cards to defend yourself. So this is a good way that this deck hasn't played before. 11 damage 5, which feels okay. I'm just going to check this Dragoon. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, it is 12 because it's the same modifier as plus 2,000, so it's 12. That feels good. You're on damage 5. We're both at the same damage, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels very pass. Much pass.
Okay.
You know it's a good game when every turn you start with breathing deeply.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't deal with Van. Oh no, Van. Yeah, because you saved Van. That's going to be funny because Van gets value back now. Oh well, we'll see what happens. I might be able to deal with Van, but I'm going to read him whilst you think because I need to remember because I did not see this meme coming in.
They didn't just lock us in here, did they?
No. There's product out there. Draw a card. Draw a card. Choose a backup, activate it. Choose a forward, dull it. Choose a forward, it gains 2k. Choose a forward, it can't block. So really, it's the drawing for me probably on that scares me. If you're getting value on swing,
The fact that it's...
or I might kill it. But you can just dull this on swing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I'm having to. That's fine. I have options available to me.
All things considered, what I probably will do first is I'm going to pay 2 to play Hecatoncheir.
Hecatoncheir, yeah.
And I will choose. How many? I might as well choose Monk and Freya.
Okay, to make them fight each other.
Yep.
Sure. So Freya dies, and Monk's taking 5,000.
Yep.
So Hecaton goes to the bin.
I don't know if you can have
This
another
is now
Freya.
10k.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where Dragoon starts to fall apart a bit. I can see what's happening. Because I have to bin my own Dragoons to get their abilities.
Unfortunately, I can't do much more. So I will go into combat.
At the start of combat phase, because I get priority pass when you declare, I can put you back into main 1 or lock you into the start of combat. Thinking, that van is going to cause problems. You're either going, if you dull, you win by attrition because you can animate Behemoth. So what I have to do here to stop lethal is dull. So we pay 1, we overpay, we discard a lightning card, and we dull and put this into the break zone. We choose one active forward of cost 5 or less and break Van.
Okay.
So you're now at the start. You're now in your combat phase.
Okay. Well, that changes a lot.
And this goes down again, so it's 13. But this is the problem, that these Dragoons get less impactful as I burn my own backups.
However, I will not be attacking.
Nice.
So I will pass to you.
Oh, thank God. Now I'm top decking every turn. That's not a card I wanted to top deck, but we will... I am just going to pass immediately there. That's fine. I've drawn 2, spent a lot of resources.
Okay.
2 cards in hand.
I think I'm actually just going to have to pass as well.
Interesting. How many cards in hand?
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah. How much is the Dragoon on again?
It's boosted by 8k. Let's just check. 2,
13.
4, 6. No, it's boosted by 6, so it's 11.
11. Oh, that's annoying. That's pretty annoying. Okay.
This Dragoon kind of is one of the things that keeps those monks in check, but yeah.
Can I do anything?
I'm trying to be very good at not saying anything because you are looking at cards and it's like,
I think I'm going to do that. I will pay 1, and I will dull it and then put it in the break zone to deal 3,000 for each job monk or card name monk.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 12k.
Yep.
Ping.
12k, which brings it down to 4k. Correct?
So wait, what was it? How much?
Oh, it's 12k, isn't it? It's 2.
Sorry, so it says did it 3,000? Sorry, 3,000 damage for each one. So yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yes,
Yeah,
12k.
12k onto the Dragoon.
Okay, so he dies. Sanch times.
I will then go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
And I will swing with monk
For 8k.
for
sorry.
8k.
I'll sack Dragoon for that one, so 7k
Okay.
into it.
And then I will go again for 8k.
Matt. We'll put this in the break zone, give this first strike block.
Okay, I will also, in response, but if I can,
You can, yeah.
I will dull that to play Carbuncle to give it an extra 2k.
Yeah, sure, so I deal the 8k, then you deal the 10k back, this dies.
Okay.
Anything else?
And I will, for now, because that'll go into Summoning Sickness anyway.
No, it won't. So the summoning sickness overall only applies like the turn you play it.
because
It
it's already
counts down.
happened.
Yeah.
Okay, well in that case I might as
So
well
you can do.
turn that into a forward as well until the end of the turn, and then go for damage.
Yeah, sure. Damage 6 is what I have to do. And it was the good Dragoon, which would have been nice. Wouldn't it actually been good to top deck in this situation? Sure. Yeah.
Okay, yep, and then I will pass to you.
I think unless I get like 2 hasters and somehow you can't stop me, I think I just lose. Which is fine because it's so. Ricard, top 5, lightning card. Needing a haster. That's good though for that particular card. That would let me do that, but that will get to do 3, so 6k power reduction. Oh, that's dreadful. It's not actually the best draw ever. It really hurts. Backups I can't. It's too slow for me to play now. That's an EX that I can't make use of. I think I'm on the ropes. She gives Dragoons 2k, which is nothing. Adding a card. I think I kind of lose, but we'll just take. We'll take Trapdoor. Just check I can actually take that. It is a lightning card, so we'll take Trapdoor. Put these to the bottom, which is sad because I've only hit 1 meaningful EX, so the next damage is just game. Yeah, you just win via attrition, but we'll play it 1. Yeah, we'll do 1 and 3 to play Trapdoor. If I control 3 or more lightning backups, it becomes a forward with 8,000 power. When Trapdoor is put from the field to the break zone, choose a forward you control and break it.
Okay.
So, yeah, over to you. With
Okay.
one in hand. This is probably the closest needle this has threaded ever, so this is quite nice.
Okay, 1, 2. And that's back to being a monster for now.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, don't even want to do anything. It's a shame that is only a 3.
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, all things considered, I might as well just go to combat.
Yep.
I'm going to start with the monk.
Yep, so we block with this one. This goes into the break zone, and then we do this, and we choose a forward you control and break it, so we break Matt.
At which point I then go behemoth and attack.
Yeah. Jeez. Where were you? Apart from the one in my hand, where were you? I run like 3 of these and then 3 EX Ramus and what like But yeah, GG. So this is sort of like how this demo deck kind of plays out. It is currently in Earth's favour, but I've been fine tuning it to make it as difficult as possible for both people. This deck still needs improving. I think my next step is to boost this rather than boost this, or make this weaker, because I kind of like where Earth is sitting now. I need to make this stronger to sort of give it a fairer game. But yeah, so hopefully this kind of shows people that building lower decks to get newbies in gives a lot of interactive choices, even if they're not better, even if they're not big. It kind of shows the value of game you can have. But yeah, maybe more videos come in the future. Who knows? I always think about doing more teaching content, but meh. But otherwise, peace out and catch you later.